Hello, beautiful kings and queens. How you living? How you feeling? Today I'm here with
Big Twin Designer. You know what I mean? Carte Blanche, Big Twin Studios.
you can see we got all the goodies behind us. Definitely
Yeah.
tap in, tune in. And yeah, so my special guest and I today are gonna talk about being authentic. And so my first question is, what is the hardest thing that you had to learn about authenticity?
Not being true to me, hiding my feelings to please other people, and then in the process, I'm getting miserable day by day. Yeah, so I'm learning, in real time that authenticity might be a little bit better than like love. You know what I mean? And you gotta take care of yourself before you could take care of anybody else. I'm learning that. So yeah, yeah.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. Do you feel like there's a way to have authenticity and love in one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you gotta the thing about authenticity, like it might hurt for you or somebody else to tell you what's real, and how they feeling. That's with, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, best friend, mom, dad, whatever.
Yeah.
But when you get to that place, your relationship could grow.
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, that's why I kind of say like authenticity might be better than love.
No, a thousand
Whatever.
percent.
So
I think
yeah,
being true to self is always going to be first goal.
yeah,
Because if not, you're definitely going to lose yourself in the process of
right,
trying to please others, like you
right,
said.
right.
So I definitely can
Yeah,
feel that and definitely understand that
yeah.
1,000%. Okay, so then what's the most freeing thing about being authentic? I say to you.
The most freeing thing,
Mm-hmm.
even being authentic with yourself, you could like, all right, live in your purpose. So a lot of times we a lot of times I feel like we live for others and we're doing what others want us to do. And like I said, we live in a bondage when we take that approach of life. And a lot of people they don't get to that point. They living for other people, and then by the time they old age 70, 80, they living with regrets.
No, literally.
And they didn't live their true purpose or true meaning of what their life supposed to be like. So, and I know a lot of people like that.
Hell yeah.
Like right now, like
yeah.
it's like they miserable. Then they put fears on their kids or their
The fear
grandkids, or
mongering.
like, bro, what I mean, you chose it. We it's a inner person, inner voice, inner spirit in us that tell us what it is. Every day we wake up with it. What I mean? We look at ourselves in the mirror, you see your true authentic self, man.
Yeah.
And that's when depression and anxiety come in because you're not living what you're supposed to be living, and you're not being authentic with yourself. So
Why you feel that disconnect with your
yeah,
soul?
that's it. That's it, yo.
1,000%.
Yeah,
You was
yeah,
hitting on some good ones.
yeah, yeah,
Let me keep
yeah,
them coming. Let me
yeah,
keep them coming. Hold on, look at this
yeah,
cookie, y'all. Shit. Let me see. When did you, I guess, find your authentic flow within your hobby?
All right, so with me, I'm into the arts. Like I make clothes, I paint, Photoshop. I do everything. So making money, I started making money from. I'm a woodworker also, so I started making money when I was in like my sophomore year, the end of my sophomore year in college. No, junior year. Kind of, and it took me out the streets because I was in the streets, or whatever. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, but yeah. But when I finally found what I would, I started making money off, uh, you know, making shirts and making woodworking. And I used to do like woodworking for like the Greeks, the fraternities and sororities, Masons, all that. So when I found I could make money off that, I locked in, type thing. So it kind of separated myself away from, just doing BS in the streets or whatever. So um, I locked in doing that, and then when I moved from North Carolina to up here in Virginia, uh, and I got serious with a clothing line, and I locked in with that. But I think when you start making money from your hobbies, it turns to a career. Hobbies you still making money, but when you're making like legitimate everyday money, income, like I cannot scale this up from what I'm doing, and that's what I learned to do. Yeah, like you know, what I mean, especially if it's something you love to do. If it's something you love to do and you're making money off what you love to do, that's true purpose.
No, literally.
You know what I
So do
mean?
you
Like
feel like
that's
this
true
your true
purpose.
purpose? Like you
Yeah.
found your purpose?
Oh yeah. I'm scaling up. Like even with the because I'm in the mental health game. I'm a QMHP through the state of Virginia. So one of my things is I love helping people, like the homelessness, foster kids, you know, all that type of stuff. I'm into all that. You know what I mean?
Spreading
So
love.
yeah. So um now because I've been doing it. I've been doing both of them things so long. Like ain't no going back or stopping.
That's
Like
real.
it's what I do. You know what I mean? I'm scaling up
Yeah, you found
and go from there. You know,
your
type thing.
niche.
Yeah. So
And what's like one of the biggest tips when you I guess started scaling up, like going from the hobby to the
you
career?
got it. You got to form a team, yo. Like sometimes you might can't be there for your business, so you hire somebody or get an intern, get somebody that's really focused on your brand and vision, and teach them that help scale up, understand the vision. A lot of times I'm not here at the store, but I got a couple employees that help me out when I'm not here. Learn how to make clothes. It's a lot with it, but you have to find a team. You can't you can't make real money without duplication. You know what I mean? So even online, my online sales, I really focus on that because instead of me having a whole bunch of product in a whole bunch of stores,
Yeah.
it's 2025, like,
No, bro.
and the stores closing in, the physical
No,
stores are closing.
literally.
So, you know what I mean? Like, online is where it's at. I'm based in Virginia, North Carolina, but I got most of my customer base is California, LA, Houston, Atlanta, Chicago, New York, Miami, type thing. So, when I get online sales, it's not here. I don't even target this area for free. I target when I do for my store, I target this audience because it's a physical location. But online is I target other places. So that's where most of my money come from. Yeah. Yeah. So it's all about duplication. Yeah, if you can't duplicate yourself, it's gonna be a hobby.
That's real. That's real. It's gonna stay in that lower scale. I definitely get what you're saying. Let me finish off with a big banger. Let me think. We're gonna go a little more personal.
Okay.
Internally, what was your biggest mental struggle within, I guess, believing in your hobby and passion?
Knowing what God got for you in the future, but you stuck in the present. That shit hurts, bro. You know what I mean?
Knowing your potential.
Yeah, like because the future, past, and present is the same.
Time is an illusion.
Yeah, it's an illusion.
So
when I look, I know I'm in the same tribe as Kanye, Jay-Z. For real, I know I'm in that same tribe. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not being arrogant or nothing, but it's like when you know that God got his hand on you and that you're a real life star, divine. Yeah, it's like, yo, why am I dealing with this presently? You know what I mean? Like, yo, can I go here? Here's your voice. But shout out to Kenny, man. He's good, man. You know what I mean? I'm in the music scene too. You know what I mean? Music. So yeah, that's music shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But when you're in the future, or when you're living in the future, but you're stuck in the present, and the present is always, I ain't gonna say always, but it be shaky. You're like, man, what the hell am I? But I see this. I see what God got me for here.
Very uncertain.
Yeah. So and I tell people, man, anybody with dreams and goals and visions and stuff like that, man, whatever God gave you and whatever idea he gave you or whatever, like it's already done. You just got to get to it. But if God show you what it's going to take to get there, you want to do it.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's why we see the end product and dreams.
Yeah, but I'd be like, yo, if I seen what I've been in this game 10 plus years, it's like, yo, if I seen what I went through, I wouldn't even touch this. You know what I'm saying?
Because if niggas knew all of that, we would have the motivation.
Right.
I definitely, and the outcome would look different if we knew what steps to take. Then
Yep.
I feel like we still wouldn't take them.
Yeah.
Us as human, you know, humans, we definitely still have those human desires. So I feel like if we know exactly what steps to take and how the outcome's gonna look, we're not even gonna have the outcome because we're gonna switch up shit for our
We're gonna
accommodation
switch
and
it
we
up.
want it exactly because we got emotion and logic.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
divine only thinks of the reality. Like they know the steps
They
of what's
right.
gonna unfold. So
Right.
it's like I
Right.
definitely feel you on that
I'm
one.
telling you,
It's
bro.
just crazy.
But it's crazy, man, because like it be up and down
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, and when it's up, you're like, yeah,
Oh, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm talking
I'm
about. That's
making
what I'm
it.
talking.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm
what it's
making it.
supposed
Yeah,
to
this
look
is what.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. You gotta pivot, make
Word.
detours, get back. On,
Alchemizing shit.
yeah, man, straight up,
No,
straight
literally,
up,
that shit be
straight up,
killing.
straight
Cause
up,
it's
bro.
like, yeah, in reality, of course, we like, man, fuck this. This shit tiring as a bitch. I'm done.
Yeah,
Blah. But then it's like, okay, but the potential.
I'm gonna write a whole book. When I make it, I'm gonna write a book, and you can be like,
Me
yeah,
too.
what the hell?
Yes.
The Big Twin got, yeah,
Literally.
yeah, it's real, yo.
Big
But
Twin gone big.
yeah,
Hello.
but it's gonna be real, man. Like, but but I thank God for it because it's molding and shaping my character and what I'm, who I supposed to be or whatever. So, everything is about growth. So you got to take the good with the bad,
Everything happened for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
All them cliches be hitting real bad.
Yeah.
But them shits be there for a reason.
You gotta thank God through it all.
Very much so. Be grateful through it all. And shit gonna keep flowing the more you can appreciate what position you're in the present moment. And like you were saying, the present and the future, they literally like neighbors.
So they neighbors, yo.
Yeah, your choice in how much you want to like fight for yourself is going to shrink or widen the gap of you making it to your goal. That's at least how I view the timeline. I think you could say.
No, it's parallel. The timeline parallel. Yeah.
Linear growth is not, but timeline is.
Yeah.
Very much so. You have any last bits, tricks, all that good stuff to kind of fill in before we do affirmations?
What I could tell the people, like, yo, whatever I'm going back to what I previously said, but whatever what God got for you, everybody got something that they are supposed to give the world. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's through music, clothing, whatever, whatever it is, yo.
Creative endeavors.
Yeah, creative endeavors. Yeah, that's a good word. I mean, for it. But like, yo, do you, man, and don't let nobody stop you, because the people that you think is gonna help you probably not gonna help you, and the people that you think is gonna encourage you probably not gonna encourage you. You just gotta keep going and make them believers, and they'll come back on the bandwagon because they don't mean no harm. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Like, a lot of times people that's close to you, they want to kind of like protect you from doing X, Y, Z, or whatever, because it's like I said, it's their fears on your on what you got going on. So yeah, man, like just continue to do you, and while you're doing it, give God all the praise. You know what I mean? Because that gift is from God. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, do you? You know what I mean? Like, and be happy. Do you?
Yes.
Okay, this is one thing I want to say. That inner voice in you, that's the real you. That childlike mentality, that's the real you. I could go back and say, like, when I was 7, 8, that's me right now.
Hello.
I didn't forget about that little boy. You know what I mean?
You're healing your inner child.
Right. That's why with the arts, crafts, all that, like, we
just grown kids.
We just grown kids, yo. But a lot of us, we make ourselves forget about that person. You know what I mean? And because of life situations, life problems, we got bills to pay. And I ain't got time to be playing X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But if you could tap into that 7, 8-year-old self, what do that 7, 8-year-old self, how will he be happy? You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. So, like, when I look at myself in the mirror, I look at myself and I'm happy. You know what I mean? Because I like,
as you should.
Yeah, like, Earth, humans, stuff happens, the systems, it creates, different things so we could, feel in bondage, but at the same time, you suppose once you beat that, you're out the matrix.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You gotta beat that. Like, so, like,
Conquering yourself is
Yeah,
going to
man.
make
Like
you view the world in the
and these systems, man, they give so much. It's made for it to be addictive. You know what I
Yes.
mean? You got addictions. You
They
got
know
people.
exactly how to satisfy
Yeah,
our
bro.
humanly
Just
negative
everything, even
desires.
just being on his phone, like
Yes.
24/7, like that's addiction, bro. You know what
Blue
I mean?
light, that shit plays a big part in how
Yeah, man.
the
And
list could go on,
it could
y'all.
go on. Like
Literally, we gonna do
additions
that in
are
another
additions.
episode. We gonna do it in
Yeah,
another
additions are
episode.
additions.
Yes.
And what I understand, addiction ain't nothing but distractions. Just like everybody like sin, but sin ain't nothing but a distraction from your
Mm-hmm.
purpose. I broke that shit down. Like that's
Yeah.
all it is. It's sin
Mm-hmm.
is just something away from your purpose of what you got going on. It's just a distraction. So yeah, man, like just fulfill whatever God got for you, um, and be the best you could be, and live life free. You know what I mean? We sovereign from God, yo. Like we sovereign beings. Don't let nobody control you. You don't control yourself. You know what I mean? Like, yo, just follow God, follow the water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Very
So
much so.
yeah, yeah.
Period. And I'm gonna kind of close it out, kind of piggyback off of just take your time, give yourself grace when it comes to finding yourself, because like I said, like we said, everything happens for a reason
Yeah.
and divine timing for all. So what you may feel like you're ready for, you might not be, and that's the divine seeing that. So they give you more patience to build that patience or build that trust in the divine, and that's when things become receiving. And like I said, appreciate the abundance that you have within, so that you can see your 3D replicate your 5D. So
That's
yeah,
real.
definitely.
That's real. 3D replicate your
Yes,
5D. That's real.
exactly.
Yeah.
And in simple terms, make sure your insides match your outsides,
Yep.
or your outsides is already matching your insides. So be aware of that. Be very self-aware. But again, give yourself grace in this journey called life, and flow like the water and listen to the wind, whatever the fuck. No
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
But tune in. Don't never tune out, and know your love. And if you haven't heard it today, I love you. And yeah, y'all are all beautiful, amazing kings and queens, and know your power. And yeah, appreciate your temple as well. And yeah, it's been real. I tune in on that tune out. All right, bye y'all.
Peace.
Word.